Will Bitnet put Nvidia out of business? Executive summary. The Bitnet B 1.58 paper introduces a revolutionary 1-bit architecture for AI models. By using ternary weights, E1, 0, E1, it replaces expensive floating point multiplication with simple integer addition. This change allows AI to run on standard CPUs instead of costly Nvidia GPUs. Bitnet offers 70 times energy savings and 3 times faster speeds without losing performance. This shift threatens Nvidia's market dominance by reducing the need for specialized, power-hungry hardware and democratizing AI access. Article. In early 2024, a research paper titled "The Era of 1-Bit LLMs" sent shockwaves through the tech world. Researchers from Microsoft and the University of the Chinese Academy of Sciences introduced a new architecture called Bitnet B 1.58. This paper suggests that the future of artificial intelligence AI might not depend on expensive chips from companies like Nvidia. Instead, it proposes a system that is faster, cheaper, and much more energy efficient. What is Bitnet? To understand Bitnet, you must first understand how traditional AI works. Most large language models, like ChatGPT, use complex numbers to process information. These numbers are called floating point numbers. Usually, each number uses 16 bits of memory. A bit is a tiny unit of data that is either a 0 or a 1. Using 16 bits allows for a huge range of very precise numbers. Bitnet changes this rule entirely. It uses only 1.58 bits for each part of the model's memory. In this system, every value is restricted to just 3 choices: -1, 0, or 1. Because there are 3 possibilities, the math results in a value of roughly 1.58 bits. This is a massive reduction in complexity. Why Nvidia is currently king. Nvidia currently dominates the AI market because of its graphics processing units, GPUs. These chips are designed to do millions of math problems at the same time. Specifically, they are very good at multiplication. Standard AI models require billions of floating point multiplications every second. Nvidia's H100 and Blackwell chips are the gold standard for this work. They are incredibly powerful, but they are also very expensive. One chip can cost over $30,000. They also use a massive amount of electricity. Data centers filled with these chips require their own power plants. The death of multiplication. The most revolutionary part of Bitnet is how it handles math. In a standard model, the computer must multiply input data by the model's weights. Multiplication is a heavy task for a computer chip. It takes a lot of time and generates a lot of heat. Bitnet almost entirely removes the need for multiplication. Since the weights are only -1, 0, or 1, the computer only needs to perform addition or subtraction. If the weight is 1, the computer adds the data. If the weight is -1, the computer subtracts the data. If the weight is 0, the computer skips it. Addition is much simpler for a processor than multiplication. It requires fewer transistors and uses much less energy. This shift is what makes Bitnet a potential Nvidia killer. The benefits of Bitnet. 1. Massive power savings. Data centers are currently facing an energy crisis. The world cannot build power plants fast enough to keep up with AI demand. Bitnet could solve this problem. Research shows that Bitnet can reduce the energy needed for math operations by up to 71 times. For a large company, this could save millions of dollars in electricity every year. It also makes AI much better for the environment. 2. Extreme speed. Because the math is simpler, the computer can work faster. Bitnet B 1.58 has been shown to be nearly 3 times faster than traditional models during inference. Inference is the process where the AI generates a response to your question. This speed means users get answers instantly. It also means a single server can handle many more users at once. 3. Cheap, simple hardware. This is the biggest threat to Nvidia. If you don't need to do complex multiplications, you don't need a high-end GPU. Bitnet models can run efficiently on a standard CPU. These are the chips found in normal laptops and office computers. Microsoft recently showed that a massive Bitnet model could run on a single CPU at human reading speeds. This is usually impossible for standard AI models. If businesses can run AI on the cheap computers they already own, they will stop buying $30,000 GPUs from Nvidia. Could Nvidia go out of business? It is unlikely that Nvidia will disappear tomorrow. However, their monopoly is at risk. Nvidia's business model relies on the world needing more and more compute power. Bitnet suggests that we need better architecture, not just more power. Nvidia's chips are specialized for a type of math that Bitnet makes obsolete. If 1-bit models become the industry standard, the demand for specialized AI GPUs could plummet. Nvidia would have to pivot and build new types of chips optimized for 1-bit math. If they fail to adapt, newer, smaller chip companies could take their place. The future of AI at home. The move to Bitnet would democratize AI. Currently, only big tech companies can afford to run the best models. With Bitnet, your smartphone or a cheap Raspberry Pi could run a powerful AI locally. This would mean better privacy. Your data would stay on your device instead of going to a cloud server. It would also mean that people in developing nations could use AI without needing expensive infrastructure.